Hello, everybody, and welcome to homecoming week at Hughes Schilling Field, where your Britton Hecla Braves are taking on the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers, where they hope to come away with another consecutive victory and another win to their win column. Fairly soon, I'll be joined by a co-commentator, maybe two. We'll see how brave they're feeling before they get here. Boys down on the field warming up right now and ready to get things going. Mr. Nax got this field looking great. Nice fluffy grass down there, which is hard to do after you host a youth jamboree with, I don't know, had to be 12 plus teams. And it was very rainy and muddy out, so field looking spectacular tonight. Sun going down behind us, cooling down a little bit. Breeze is going down. Grill smells great. Britton Ashton Club has the tailgate meal here tonight, so very fun homecoming high school football atmosphere at Hughes Schilling Field tonight. Appreciate you joining us. If you couldn't make the trip, cheerleaders down here getting the early crowd into it. Pep band is rocking. While we have a chance here, I want to thank all of our yearly live stream sponsors that help make these live streams possible. We do have more room for you if you'd like to hop on board. But thank you very much to Jay and his staff at North Star Federal Credit Union, Highway 10 in Britton. Dr. Aaron Michael at Health First Chiropractic, Main Street, Britton, as well as his office in Sisseton. Jeff and Dwayne and their crew at Bolton Marketing. Full Circle Ag, tomorrow's vision today. Glenn and Penny Banky Sand and Gravel, 448-8521 for any sand or gravel needs. Matt Folkman with Grade 8 Transportation. He was talking to me beforehand, and he said, you know, what would be a great tagline is if there's a big hit, you could say that big hit was brought to you by Grade 8 Transportation. He just got trucked. Thank you, Matt, for hopping on board. Thank you to Heinbuck Potatoes, best yellow potatoes just north of the South Dakota border. Northern Gold Logistics Freight Brokerage. County Line Seed with Precision Planting down in Langford. Give them a call, 493-6677, and they'll get you helped out with any of your harvest needs. C&W Transfer, another great trucking company here in Britton. Scott's Lumber, Highway 10, Britton. Brian and his staff at First Savings Bank, Main Street, Britton. Hillary and her crew designing all your team gear needs. She also has a nice boutique there, Main Street, Britton. Troy Connect and his staff at Sand Lake Sales. They have a lot to offer there, including hunting blinds and more for your ag needs. Venture Communications, your high-speed fiber internet provider. Britton Baseball and Softball Association. Can't say enough about that crew and all they do for our community. And MJ Rabick with Metabolic Hoops Academy. If you need a game plan in or out of season to up your game, you want to be involved with MJ. 702-525-4267 to get yourself on track and up your hoops game. Thank you once again for joining us here on Rocktail YouTube. Got about 20 minutes here before game time, so I'm going to play you highlights from last night's volleyball game. I put them together today, and it was hard to choose. There were so many. So we got about 8 minutes of Britton Hecla volleyball highlights here from one game. Great win last night, ladies, against the Florence Henry Falcons. They have 3 games tomorrow at a tournament in Watertown at Great Plains Lutheran, so good luck to them, and we'll be back after this. You're watching Braves football on Rocktail YouTube. All right, we're here pregame behind the arena. Why don't you introduce yourselves to the fans back home?
My name is Shalon Pruitt.
All right, how has volleyball been this year, midway through the year?
It's going pretty well. Had some losses that we could have probably won, but figuring it out as we go.
Yeah, it's fun to see you guys grow and learn together, and you've been coming along these last few games. What do you think it'll take to beat Florence Henry tonight?
We really need to run our offense. I think they're pretty easy to get off track once we start running it. make sure we have good hits and blocks for sure.
Yeah. Have there been any distractions with homecoming week? Did you dress up as a hero or a villain today?
No, we dressed up as a team. We wore nice clothes.
All right, that sounds like a plan to me. Well, you guys have certainly done great, and good luck tonight and the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Serve from the Falcons. Nice dig out there from Kennedy. Tevedal picks this one up. Buer sets it up. Carly. First point goes to the homecoming queen. Beautiful serve. Ace from Danica. Sends it forward. Schmig hits it over the net. Shalon picks it up. Group sets it up now. Here's Schmig. Nice placement for Brindley Schmig. Another brave point. 12-10. Picked up by Tevedal. Buer sets it up. Jaylee Group sends it a million miles an hour the other way. 13-10. Falcons chase that one down. Get it back over the net. Picked up by Tevedal. Group sets it up. Here's Shalon. Big time hit from Pruitt. Up and over it goes. Picked up by Danica. Holy moly! Maddie Michael with the killer hit. 23-17. That one out. 24-17. Buer with a set point serve on the way. Nicely done. Ace to end the set, 25-17. As we head to the second, we'll be right back on Rocktail Entertainment. Get it back over, picked up by Tevedal. Buer sets it up. Maddie Michael with another monster hit. And a lift call on that side. I think we're giving Maddie a kill there. Monster Maddie. Picked up by Danica. Buer sets it up. Jaylee Group. Oh my goodness. Big time kill from Jaylee. Tip there, chased down by the Braves. Oh, they get it back over. That also could have been a hustle play. Beautiful serve, an ace for Group. She is on a roll tonight. She just matched her ace and kill totals for the first set, 3 and 2. 15-7 the score. Another serve on the way. Falcons chase it down and get it over. Picked up by Shalon. Group sets it up. Here's Shalon. That one in. Kennedy will get another serve. 22-17 is the score. Beautiful serve. And that'll be an ace for Van Lith. 23-17. Oh, beautiful serve right over the top of the net. Falcons chase it down. Picked up by Buer. Group sends it the other way. Nice spot! And that'll be the set, 25-21. Fourth set, ready to get underway. Carly, Danica, Shalon, Kennedy, Ava, and Jaylee out on the court for the Braves. Jaylee set to serve it away. An ace to start things off from Group. Picked up by Van Lith. Group sets it up. Here's Shalon. They weren't ready for Shalon's tip. Oh my goodness. Carly hung in the air forever to get that one. Woo. Queen Carly with some hang time, 4-2 Braves, and Danica will get another serve. Group sets it up. Shalon sends it the other way. Danica with another ace. Brindley Schmig with a nice kill. Soft serve from Mariana does the trick. Ace for her, 10-4. Beautiful serve from Van Lith. Falcons find a way to get it over. Picked up by Kennedy. Buer sets it up. Michael sends it the other way. Falcons can't handle. 14th picked up by Kennedy. Buer sets it up. Here's Carly. Falcons find a way to get it over. Buer sets it up. Here's Group. Big time kill from J. Lee Group. Ariana. Nice serve there. Falcons can't handle it. Nice hustle from the Braves. They get it back over. Danica, Buer, Group. Holy moly! Group sends it hard back the other way. I don't know how the Falcons handled that one. Danica, Buer, Michael! That one out. Let's go! 24-18. Buer set to serve. Picked up by Danica. Buer sets it up. Schmig slams one home. She recovers and gets it. Buer sends it over to Group. Big time hit! That one in. Game, set, match. 25-18 in the fourth. And your Braves victorious on homecoming. All right, and what a game that was last night in the arena. The electric atmosphere, crowd getting into it, especially towards the fourth set there. We are back here at the Hugh. The pep band is just getting school songs underway. Boys are still out there warming up, getting ready for their entrance. So while they do that, let's take a look at our interviews beforehand, both with Coach Skogstad and Coach Knabel of your Britton Hecla Braves. Welcome to homecoming week at the Hugh. We're here with head coach Jacob Skogstad of your Britton Hecla Braves. How are we feeling this homecoming week?
Feeling really good. Excited to cap off a fun homecoming week with the Braves victory. Hopefully our kids are prepared, and we had a good week of practice, so I don't really have any worries on that end.
That is good. Each year it seems like Great Plains Lutheran matchup is back and forth. Do you foresee that this year, and what do you have planned for them?
It certainly has the potential to. They feel like they've had our number the last couple of years. They've done some things defensively and offensively that we weren't necessarily prepared for. But we kind of have an idea of what they're going to do now this year. We know they're going to load the box, try to stop our run, so hopefully our play-action game is good this afternoon. And then offensively, we just really got to tackle well. We've struggled to do that the last couple of years against them. So I think we tackle well, capitalize on some gaps that are created from their aggressive defense. I think we're going to be just fine.
Homecoming week can be a bit of a struggle for some coaches, but what's been your favorite part about it?
I think just seeing the community buy-in, seeing the town painted red and white all over the place. A lot of parade floats today. That was fun to see. It's been a beautiful week as far as weather goes, so that's always great. Really, I just love the small town atmosphere for homecoming. It's a lot different in a small town than it was when I was growing up in Sioux Falls, and really when I was in Sioux Falls, it didn't really mean anything. It was just kind of another football game. But when you're in a small town, it means something, not just to the football team, but to the community as a whole. So that's really fun to see.
Well, I'm sure you will definitely get that atmosphere here tonight when the stands are packed with red. Appreciate your time as always. Thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. Go Braves.
All right, we're here, homecoming week pregame with Coach Knable of the Britton Heckler Braves. How are we feeling about homecoming week?
Feeling pretty good. Excited that the culmination will end here with Friday night, and hopefully we can end it with a win like everyone else has been doing this week. So excited for it.
So Great Plains Lutheran, we see every year, and they seem to be tough. What do you think is going to stop them defensively?
Defensively, they've got a fullback that's a pretty good hard-nosed runner. They run a lot of their offense through that fullback, number 23. They've got some quick guys that they use to run the ball on the outsides. They use a lot of jet motion, option, and then they got some tall receivers on the edge that they like to lob it up to and hope that they come down with it. So it's gonna be all facets of the defense that are going to be needed tonight to be able to handle this one.
So last year I asked you about homecoming week, and I know it's a grind, especially as a teacher also. What would you say your favorite part about homecoming is?
My favorite part about homecoming, I'd have to say it's probably the volleyball game and the football game. I mean, it's awesome. Last night, if anyone was there, they would know that the arena last night was rocking, and it was a full crowd. It was awesome to see. Really good to see our girls compete and win a kind of a gutsy game there at the end. And I'm hoping that we see those stands over there filled up tonight with it being homecoming. A lot of guys coming home and gals coming home. So I'm just excited to have that volleyball game and football game to kind of culminate the week. So.
Yeah, definitely. The parade was packed, so it should be a good crowd on hand here tonight. Thank you for your time as always, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Go Braves.
All right, thanks to Coach Skogstad and Coach Knable for their time before the game, giving us an inside look. AC/DC is cranked here at the Hugh, and here come your Braves. Homecoming week here in Britton. Senior Peyton Pearson leading the squad with the Braves flag tonight. And the boys are ready to roll. As I said, thanks to the coaches for their time before the game. Much appreciated. And I want to introduce my co-commentator tonight, Mr. Corncrib Anderson, on the microphone.
Thank you, Austin. Appreciate it. Homecoming. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, right?
That is for sure, and good to have you here. I'm sure the people will appreciate hearing a voice other than just mine. Before we get into it here, I want to take a look at both teams' schedules. The Braves, the hometown, the good guys, sit at 3-1 so far. Started off rough against Hamlin, who's a tough squad, with a loss there, 36-0. And then they rattled off 3 wins in a row against Leola Frederick, Redfield, and Florence Henry. Now tonight they face Great Plains Lutheran. 4 games left on the season, including tonight. So they're looking to remain in the win column the rest of the way pretty much. On the other side of things, we've got the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers who sit at 3-2 on the season. They started the season off with 3 wins, and then they hit the gauntlet. They lost to Hamlin 48-0 and lost to Elkton Lake Benton 48-0, and now they face the Braves, which hopefully for us is a similar story with the Panthers. And it looks like their schedule gets a little bit easier against an 0-4 DeSmet and 0-4 Wilmot to end their season. So they've only got 3 games left to go here. But overall, looks like a game that the Braves should be able to handle. So here at the Hugh, the school song is rocking, but special segment here with our guest commentator, Mr. Corncrib. We've got Corncrib's keys to the game.
All right, thanks, Austin. I think I'll go ahead and start with the Panthers. You know, on paper, it's very much I actually think the Panthers are right there with power points. They might even be half a point ahead, but it's way too early to think about power points. But, you know, if we're really looking at the teams, and I haven't had a chance to look at any film or anything, but you know, the biggest thing for the Panthers, they've got to win the turnover war. You know, and that's the biggest thing. If they turn the ball over a lot with kind of a raucous crowd in the best 9-man stadium in America right here at the Hugh, if they lose the turnover battle, they're not going to have a very good game. It's going to be a long night for the Panthers. My second is they need to try something new. You know, I'm sure Coach Skogstad and his staff has got them very, very well diagnosed on film, and they've got to do a little bit of something that they haven't done before. You know, and they've got to be successful at that. And third, it is hot. It is a very warm evening. I think it was the old General Dollar said it was 86 coming in today, and I think that's probably off a little bit, but I think we're in the low 80s, and it's almost the 1st of October. So Great Plains needs to be in really good shape. Conditioning is going to be the key, the last key for them. When it comes to Britton Hecla, this is a game, in my opinion, that the Braves should win. It starts and ends at the offensive line. That's, you know, kind of the true blood of football is where that game is won and lost. So I think we really need to control the offensive line. Talked to number 55, Riley, earlier today, and he's ready to rock and roll. We talked mostly soccer, but a little bit of football. And, no, I think everything's going to go pretty well. I think the offensive line needs to control the game. Second key, run the ball. Okay, offensive line works well, so do the running backs. They need to run the ball. And, of course, third key, they too can't turn the ball over very much. And last, you got to score more points. At the end of the day, keep it simple, put the ball in the end zone, score more points. Let's see a lot of extra points today.
Great keys to the game, and appreciate you bringing that to the broadcast. You didn't get a chance to hear the coaches' interviews, but as far as your keys to the game for the Panthers, they're going to have a rough go. Coach Skogstad said, we are prepared. We've been watching. We know kind of what they're going to bring at us. And so that will be key for them to try something new to throw the Braves off. And as far as not turning the ball over, Coach Knable said that he didn't say it on his interview, but outside the camera, he said they challenged their defense this week to 3 turnovers this game. So they're looking to create turnovers and get the ball back as quick as they can. So might be a bit of a tough go for the Panthers here tonight. That's your Corn Cribs keys to the game. You mentioned soccer, recruiting Riley to the Havana soccer team.
Well, you know, that's kind of a, you know, back in the classroom days, we had a lot of discussions about soccer and how we should get a little traveling team going with some of these small towns. And, you know, and softball's kind of dying by the wayside a little bit. It seems like soccer's kind of picking up, especially in Veblen area. So, yeah, I think maybe we should get a Havana team and see what happens.
It's talking to one of our sponsors beforehand, Matt Folkman, Grade 8 Transportation, and we were talking about school and different classes, and he's talking about his kid, Ben. He said, I went home one day, I said, Ben, what are you taking companionship with animals for? Well, Mr. Anderson teaches it, and I like him, so I took it. So the kids miss you, and I think they appreciate you being here tonight.
I got the timer set. First of all, it's companion animals.
Okay,
Not
okay.
companionship animals. It's companion animals. And what, we're 6 minutes into the broadcast, and we already have a companion animals drop. So, yeah, that's pretty good.
Sorry, that's my youth coming through. I'm only 39, not 52.
Oh, okay, okay.
We've got about 30 seconds left here, and your boys are getting set for starting lineups. They're primed and ready to go. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping to see another 100-yard game from Hawkinson tonight. We'll see how that goes. Another key player, running back, Ben Souther, has been having some spectacular games this year. He's a tough runner.
Yeah, no, I think both of them really, this is a great game to really kind of get after it. Homecoming. Homecoming.
Doesn't get any better. Hey, Coach Kilker's aboard. Welcome to the Crow's Nest. You need a mic? You got your own. Came prepared. We're going to take a break from commentating while we listen in on starting lineups and national anthem. Thanks for joining us here on Rockdale YouTube.
From GPL, Teresa DeVries, Lydia Bierstadt, Danelle Funtang, Katrina Gilliand, Laurelina Konsenbach, Emily Leans, Brooklyn Mose, Shyla Mose, Alicia Peterson, Kira Reppy, Lucy Roberts, and Lydia Wolf. The cheer coach, Jenna Johnson and Stephanie Maluski.
On defense,
Now the starting offensive lineup for the Panthers. Starting at tight end, 6 foot, 160-pound junior, number 80, Tyler Brumer. Starting on the offensive line, number 40, 5'10", 250, and a senior, William Krenz. Starting at the tight end, number 25, 6'1", 175, and a junior, Jeremiah Martins. Starting at fullback, number 23, 6'2", 210, and a senior, Lucas Johnson. Starting on the line, number 22, 5'9", 190, and a junior, Aiden Cameron.
Got a couple of big boys there for GPL. I think I had heard from a coach beforehand that GPL is kind of banged up coming into this one, coming out of Hamlin and Elkton Lake Benton. So we'll see how that goes tonight.
they usually have pretty good athletes at GPL, and just kind of struggle to take anything real deep into the playoffs.
Speaking of banged up, one kid got healthy, and I hope if we get up decent early and we get to see him tonight is Tanner Atkinson. Super fast. He broke a couple loose in the JV game down in Langford earlier this week, so I'm glad to see him back.
Now for the Britain Heckler Braves. Cheerleaders, Ariana Gonzalez, Olivia Morel, Carol McLean, Avalon Dinger, Ebony Jackson, Sage Ford, Corrine Bussey, and Maddie Beal.
Did you ever have Ebony in class?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
got a chance to interview her a couple weeks ago, and one of the most well-spoken kids I've ever talked to. I've never talked to her before that, but I was very impressed.
Yep, great kid. She really liked ag.
Starting at defensive back, number 27, 5'6", 135, and a senior, Jade Fisher. Starting at defensive line, number 24, 5'10", 225, and a senior, Peyton Pearson. Starting at linebacker, number 18, 6'3", 210, and a senior, Jackson Zolke.
Homecoming king.
Starting on the defensive line, number 14, 6'2", 193, and a sophomore, Nathan Volkman. Starting at defensive back, number 13, 5'7", 160, and a senior, Bryce Hawkinson. Starting on the defensive line, number 11, 6'1", 240, and a junior, Graham Fosness. Starting at defensive end, number 9, 6'1", 185, and a junior, Bennett Souther. And at defensive back, 6'1", 160, and a senior, number 3, William Rector. Assistant coaches, Phil Pruitt, Dwayne Bussey, Steve Benson, Preston Kilker, Logan Cannon, and Garrett Knable. The head coach, Mr. Jacob Skopstad.
Mrs. Mills about got ran over.
Boy, Bill Meyer does a nice job.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely top shelf there.
Nails it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we please ask that you rise, remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart, and face the flag as we honor America. Any and all military personnel in and out of uniform may salute the flag. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by Britain Heckler Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Jacob Walden.
All right. See some fresh haircuts down here on homecoming week. Nathan Folkman with the headband. Got Liam Paxton with the little yarmulke up there. Some pretty ugly ones as well. Luke Bussey takes the cake there, but hopefully it makes him a little faster tonight.
Sorry, I was. Cheesy's got the white hat on today, Mr. Dykes.
Yes, I heard that earlier, and I'm like, he does everything.
Yeah.
I think 4 different sports.
Cheesy's a very I can't remember. Yeah, I shouldn't call him Cheesy, but I don't know who doesn't call him Cheesy.
What's his name?
Mr. Deitch.
Okay.
He does an amazing job. So he's actually a very good official. I'm real happy to see his crew work tonight's game.
So he was actually AD for a little bit at TZ.
I think so. I don't know. I haven't talked with him for a while here, but used to ref with him a lot, and I coached while he was officiating and all those things, and just does a great job. He really does.
That's going to be another great thing about having you up here is you've refed and you know the game. I kind of know the game, but I complain a lot about calls when maybe I'm wrong, but whatever. It'll be good to have you up here.
Well, thanks, Austin. Appreciate that. I want to just give a shout out to Mr. Walden, the band.
Heck yeah, they're sounding great this year.
They did a great job, and that kind of is a segue into the rest of it.
Lutheran wins the toss and will receive. Britain Heckler will defend the north goal.
Homecoming week. Homecoming week is it's a lot of work for the teachers. So I want to give a shout out to all the teachers too.
Oh yeah.
The kids act a lot differently during homecoming week, and by the time Friday evening rolls around, the teachers are a little bit exhausted. They've put in their time, and they do it all for the kids. So.
Next week for them will be interesting.
Yep.
Back to reality.
I don't know if they ever try to not schedule homecoming during a full moon, but it's probably a good idea to keep an eye on that.
Good to be back at Hugh Schilling Field on a beautiful grass field here. Sun going down, cooling down. Beautiful fall football weather. And we are ready for a 9AA matchup with 4 games, including tonight, left to go this regular season. Two receivers back for the Panthers. Lofton Herr getting his team set to kick this one away.
Does it get any better than this, Austin?
It doesn't. Friday Night Lights, baby. And here comes the boom. Caught at about the 10. He'll take it far side. Finds some green grass towards the sideline. And finally brought down there by Lofton, the kicker. A return to about the 40.
Nice return there for Great Plains. A nice way to get the game started for the Panthers.
Across the front here for your Braves, Graham Fosness, Peyton Pearson, Riley Hoffland, and must be Nathan Folkman maybe on that left end. From under center, the Panthers go. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, drops back, rolls near side. Sacked in the backfield. Graham Fosness comes away with the ball. They're going to say he's down.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. I think Cheesy was right on top of it. So.
Talked to Graham at the parade today, and I said, "Are you good for a sack tonight?" He said, "Oh, yeah. There it is."
Great play by Graham. Kept contained the whole time. Just a nice, solid play by Mr. Fosness.
Now here's a kid who puts it all on the line. He's a junior, already getting looks from some top schools in our area, getting camp invites from NDSU, SDSU, and the works. So happy for that kid and his success. Puts a lot of hard work in. From the shotgun now, here's the snap. Oh, running back not there when he looked to hand it off. He's got a scramble. Chase down in the backfield. He's brought down for another big loss.
An even better start for the Braves with this defensive stand here.
We'll wait to see what the flag is.
I'm sure it's a hold in the backfield.
It is.
block in the back action.
Holding is the call against the Panthers, declined by Britt Nicola.
Totally the right call by Skokes to decline that. Make him go the distance and
So-
not in the field of dreams here.
2 plays in, and the Panthers are about minus 50 yards. This is a good defensive start for the Braves. Suther, Zelke, Hawkinson at linebacker. Jay Tischer, Will Richter out there at cornerback. Here's a scramble, chase down, tackled at the ankles there by Suther.
You know, usually you want 3 and out, but this is kind of an extraordinary 3 and out. Very, very nice set here for the defense. Let's order up a block punt here, eh?
Oh, yeah.
There the accents come out.
10 minutes left to go in our first quarter. Here's a snap. Punter grabs it, gets it off. It bounces out of bounds at about the 50. Oh, that's a great GPL spot there. Oh, he'll walk it forward.
They're doing everything right there, Austin. They're doing everything by the books.
See, I thought I'd have to tame you down tonight, and it's the other way around so far.
Cheesy's not going to let his line judge get away with too much.
Just to let everyone at home know, we were supposed to have another co-commentator here, and he ghosted us, so we're going to have to give him a hard time. Berger in motion, comes in tight. Here's a handoff to Hawkinson. He'll follow his blocker, keeps his feet moving as he's hit. That'll be about a 5-yard gain to start things off for the offense.
Nice little way to start things off. Get the offensive line rolling. Very evenly matched. I mean, the eye test, these two teams are about the same.
Zelke and Tischer split near side. 2 more receivers on the far side. Hawkinson at the side of Jace. Folkman now in motion. 3 to the near side. Handoff Hawkinson. He'll bounce it out. He's got some wheels, being chased, and he's tackled, but not before a Braves first down.
Great run there by Hawkinson. Impressive with number 22, though. He's got some wheels if he was able to track him down from behind.
Elijah Fox, Riley Hofflin, Graham Fosness, the 3 across the front. 2 split each side. Hawk in the backfield again, next to Jace in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Keeper by Jace. He's got some wheels of his own. Bounces it out. Touchdown, Braves! Jace Ryan on a quarterback touchdown run.
Exactly how they drew it up, Austin. Great start for the Braves.
8:20 left in our first quarter, and the Braves got 6. They'll line up to go for 2. Graham Fosness. Oh, snap, way over the head. Suther has to chase it down, and he's tackled out of bounds. Trying a little trickery there, and I don't know what they were trying there.
I think that's called the backward snap run, and it didn't work so well. Good to get something on the film. So good to get something.
Yes, it is. 6-0 Braves, and we're off and rolling. Back here, 8:20 left to go in our first, and the Braves are on the board 6-0 after a failed 2-point conversion attempt. Pretty good junior high game before this, too. They came away with a victory. I think it was, I forget the score, like 24-6 or something like that. Comes another kick from Lofton, up and away. Caught at about the 10. Returner comes near side. He'll hit the sideline and run out of bounds. Heitkamp's got to be careful there.
Yeah, we certainly don't want an extra 15 yards there for being a little bit too excited.
Number 21, Bryce Eikamp. It'll be 1st and 10. Panthers.
We got a heat timeout here.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Sometime. I get that comment all the time, but I haven't figured out how to turn the volume down yet.
Gotcha.
We're getting there.
Kind of strange. It's almost the 1st of October and we're taking heat timeouts, but the corn crop says thank you, so that's a good thing.
There we go. Positive in everything. Here's a snap. Toss to the running back. They'll take it far side. Chased down by Nathan Folkman. I was chatting with Mr. Knable. He helped me commentate during the junior high game, and he was talking about Nathan and how far along he's come along at defensive end.
Yeah, he certainly, I hate to keep saying the eye test, but he passes that. I mean, he kind of looks like Micah Parsons over there.
Tischer and Richter at cornerback. Suther, Zelke, Hawk, your linebackers. From under center now, here's the snap. And off to the fullback up the middle. Slowed up initially. Then they'll get some help from the rest of the team and bring him down. So some positive yards for the Panthers.
You know, a 4-man front like Britain has here, there's not many teams that'll see that caliber of athletes across the front. Interesting scheme. I really like it. It really puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the backfield, frankly. You don't see that very often in 9-man football. I'm not sure why that wasn't a penalty, but must be some equipment function.
I haven't seen that before. Knee pads? Oh man, what a hit by Graham. Quarterback gets it off, and then he's swallowed up by the rest of the defense.
That was a great hit by Fosness again. Again, played the option perfectly. Drill the quarterback. He'll remember it the next time.
After this tackle for a loss, it'll bring up 4th and 11.
Another punt here for the Panthers. 6:05 and counting left in our first quarter. Snap is off. Kick is off.
Almost same exact spot.
Almost nailed Coach Knable.
Out of bounds at the GPL Panther 46-yard line.
be interested to see what's dialed up here. Fox, Hoffland, and Fossness across the front. Zelke, Berger split near side. Looks like Hawkinson, Berger. No, Berger in motion now. I'm getting all my guys mixed up. Here's a snap. Jace up over the middle. Oh, there's a flag. That was Berger streaking down the middle of the field.
Intended for Mitchell Berger. Incomplete, but there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, that one's pretty much textbook.
Interference penalty. It'll be first and 10, Britton Eckla at the Panther 31-yard line.
All right, Folkman, Souther split far side. Zelke, Tischer near side. Hawk the tailback. Folkman comes in tight. Here's a snap, handoff Hawkinson. He'll take it up the middle. That'll be a gain of about 8.
So far, just a very impressive game for the Braves here. Like, I looked up and thought that was a 2 or 3 yard gain, and it's a gain of 8. You know, that's exactly what the Braves want to keep doing. Good job, offensive line.
One of the Corn Cribs' keys to the game was offensive line control.
That's right.
Berger in motion. He'll get the handoff on the sweep. He finds his way through a lane. Gets it outside. Flag comes in late, but right now that stands as a first down.
The give is to number 8, Mitchell Berger. Looks like enough for a Braves first down, but there's a flag in the play.
Yeah, a lot of times in the open field, things seem like a great idea, but they sometimes aren't such a good idea. Probably a little block in the back here or something.
Little referee convention here. GPL players holding their hands up like, what did I do? So I think it's against them. A defensive hold.
That's interesting.
Defensive holding penalty against the Panthers.
5:09 left to go in our first. Braves up 6-0 with a first down. Ball on the 9. Folkman in motion. Here's the snap. Oh, Jay slips.
The quarterback, Ryan, slips.
So every once in a while I see a play on social media that I'll text Coach Skokstad. I say, you should run this. I did that this week, and he said it's already in the playbook. This would be the perfect time to run that play. It's a fake handoff to the running back while the quarterback runs out naked and gets a receiving touchdown.
So the quarterback doesn't have any clothes on?
Well, clothes on, you know,
Oh,
but
okay.
by himself, no one out there to protect him. No, not happening here. Empty backfield. Jace looking to pass. Got the fade. Pass out of bounds. We'll bring up third.
These situations are really critical for the Braves. They've got to put the ball in the end zone.
Stops the clock at 4:10. Let me flip this sucker around so you guys can get a view of this sunset. Just beautiful. Tischer in motion now. 3 to the far side. Jace drops back, passes Zelke over the middle. He'll cut in, keeps his feet moving, trying to get help from his teammates. Whistle finally blows. He'll be stopped short.
That's complete from Ryan to Zulke down to the 1-yard line. Stopped by a pack of Panthers. It'll be 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
With as good as defense has been playing here tonight, might as well go for it.
Yeah, it's 9-man football. I mean, you get inside the 20, you don't win by punting. We'll put it that way.
I did see Pregame Lofton line up from the 35 and put one through.
I think they're giving him the old tush push, too, right up the middle.
And off Zelke, and he'll walk it in. Touchdown, Braves! Homecoming King walks it in for another 6. Makes it 12-0 with 3:14 left in the first. Thanks for the company, gentlemen. Tell Skoggs to run the super secret play. Tell Skoggs to run the super secret play.
Oh, we did the same thing again.
That was not the super secret play. They really want to make that work, though. 12-0 Braves, 3:14 left to go.
I don't even know how to call that play.
Bill Meyer.
Anyway, it's no good.
All right, we are back after a second failed 2-point conversion attempt. 12-0 Braves with 3:14 left in the first. Lofton's kick lands at about the 20, rolls under the returner's hands. Flag comes in, and a big hit at the end by Jade Tischer for the tackle.
Jade Tischer's a great athlete.
Yes, he is. Also another conversation I had during the junior high game with Coach Knable about what a sound tackler he is. And I got to see how fast he is, too, down in Henry, and he busted one open for a touchdown.
Yeah, in that play, he almost made the tackle right away. You know, almost got in on a little fumble action and got knocked down and got back up and made the tackle again. So impressive play there by Jade.
See if we can get another Fossness sack here. Looks like Fossness, Chapin, Pearson, and Folkman across the front line now. From the shotgun, here's the snap. Quarterback keeper. I think that was Folkman on the end. Chapin gets in there on the help as well.
Chapin needs to bring the Havana heat, that's all I can say. Speaking of which, Sunday, Havana Community Dinner.
Oh, boy.
If you need some turkey after a Vikings dub, drive up to Havana.
I forget the Vikings play in the morning.
Hopefully they don't.
It's our year. Another option here. Suther chases down and hangs on and gets some help from his teammates to finish him off. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. 2 minutes to go in the first.
It's been a long quarter.
It has. And Great Plains Lutheran, a little tougher of an opponent than what we've seen. I think by this point in the game against Redfield, I think we were up 20-some to nothing. We haven't been able to put up points as easy. Two split to the far side, one near side. Quarterback from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Oh. Completes the pass as he's being tackled. Heitkamp in there almost had himself a sack, but that'll be a Panther first down.
Very well executed play there by Great Plains. Very impressed with the quarterback having the wherewithal to make that completion. Hats off.
One minute left to go in the quarter. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Panthers. They trail 12-0. From under center they go. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper brought down by Graham Fosness.
Graham's probably going to have a career night tonight. They really like to run the option, and he defends the option incredibly well.
He's got himself in the running for our North Star player of the game tonight.
Well, so far I'm doing all right. I haven't Bert Blylevened it, so that's good.
That is good. Coach is telling his players, don't snap it. Let's take this thing to the second quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 20 when we come back. Your Britton Heckler Braves lead 12-0 here on homecoming. We'll be right back on Rocktail YouTube. Okay, the Braves back out there and ready for the second quarter. Great Plains Lutheran still huddled up.
The only bad thing about helping you out here, Austin, is I don't get a chance to go to the concession stand.
Oh, there'll be time at halftime, and don't feel like you gotta stay. You can take the headset off and run down, get yourself a hot dog from.
Oh no! Once the corn crib commits, I'm in this.
Okay.
In it to win it.
We have a great concession stand.
It's best in the NEC.
Ball on the ground. Zelke, homecoming king, hops on. That is Britton Heckler ball.
Great recovery by Jackson Zelke out there.
He did sport a great outfit last night at the volleyball game. Even had his king cape and crown on over it.
Yeah, if the Braves keep playing like this, it's not going to be for a 4th place finish. I can tell you that. They're
So
awfully sharp.
There's one turnover, Coach Knable's challenge. I don't know that the Braves caused that one necessarily. I think it just came out.
Doesn't matter. Turnover's a turnover, just like the bakery.
Here's the snap. Jace rolls right. Now cuts back left, avoids the pressure. Looking to the end zone, throws it deep. Oh! Just out of the reach of Jackson's fingertips.
I don't want to spend too much time on the offensive line, but very well protected for 9-man football there. Jace had to move a little bit, but he had lots of time to throw it. Very nice job, O-line.
Second and 10 now from the 19. 11:48 left to go in our half. Folkman in motion, hand off to Hawkinson. He'll follow his lead blocker. Souther cuts it into the middle. That'll be a Braves first down.
It's great to see the numbers for Britton Hekla. Really have a nice team.
Yeah.
Good to see JV games, all those things. Football's a lot easier when you can practice with other players.
And off Hawkinson. He slips a tackle, keeps his feet moving, gets closer to the goal line. That's another 5-yard gain from Hawk. From under center now, Folkman will come in tight. Here's a snap, handoff. Hawkinson, left side, walks it in. Touchdown, Braves.
This game is going incredibly well for Britton Hekla. Just keep after it. Midpoint in the season, let's get a big dub.
Okay. Lofton will line this thing up. Zelke the holder. Snap, hold, kick. Up, and it's good.
Lofton does a really nice job kicking those extra points.
Yes, he does. 19-0 with 10:30 left to go in the half. Things are rolling well for the Braves.
Cheerleaders are doing a great job. Give them a shout out too. They're having a nice year. Actually, you know, a lot of them have taken ag class. Avalon, she took ag class. She was instrumental in the teacher appreciation dinner a few years ago. She did a great job there. Miss Bussey, she took ag. She took ag with Ebony. I remember them liking ag law, what we did. A lot of real estate stuff.
I think she's going to school to be an ag major. I forget what ag field, but kickoff from Lofton again. Caught at about the 10.
There we go. That's exactly how to defend the kick return.
Stopped at about the 25.
The kick by her, fielded by Canas. Tackle made by Jackson Zulke. First and 10 Panthers at their own 25-yard line.
Folkman, Hofflin, Pearson, Hostess across the front. Hawkinson, Zelke, Souther, your backers. Richter, Tischer, your cornerbacks.
Is a panther the same thing as a cougar? Are they different cats?
Better ask Charles on that.
Chuck would know.
They are definitely not on the prowl tonight, I can tell you that. Here's the snap, hand off to the fullback up the middle. Whistle blows after about a 2-yard gain, maybe 3. Some positive Panther yards there.
I did make it to the volleyball game last night too, and I tell you, those girls like to hit the ball. I was impressed. We played well.
Oh, yeah. The last 3 hits in the 4th set. Oh, just coming a million miles an hour. I can't imagine that coming at your face. Oh, Braves in the backfield right away. Take the runner down. It's loss of 2 or 3. Back to the original, well, 1 yard past the original line of scrimmage here.
The give is to Lucas Johnson. Stopped by Zulke.
That was good line work up front.
Yeah, I got to give hats off to the Braves here. We're clearly in better shape. Much better conditioned team. Our defensive line is just creating all kinds of havoc.
Two in the backfield behind the quarterback, 1 split near side. From the shotgun, here's the snap. Quarterback rolls near side, pressure coming. He pulls it down, sacked, big time. Well, Heitkamp got himself in trouble.
The pass, the quarterback Canas back to pass. Tackle for loss by.
Yeah, unfortunately, those are just not necessary.
There's a flag in the play.
So it was going to be a 4th down is now a 1st down for the Panthers. Had them forced to punt deep from back in their end zone, and now they're 1st and 10 from about the 30.
Oh, young Mr. Heitkamp's a great kid. He's going to use that as a learning experience. Maybe that might not be automatic 1st down. High school rules are oftentimes a little bit different, and it appears that they're telling the chain guys to go back. It was really nice to see Mr. Bisker get honored before the game here today.
Yeah, a long time worker here.
I had a chance when I was AD to work with him a little bit, and what a class act.
35 years, I think they said.
I'm kind of surprised that's not an automatic 1st down. Regardless, that's a play I think Mr. Heitkamp would want back.
Ball on the ground here. Panthers fall on it. Turnover on downs.
Recovered by the Panthers, but a loss on the play.
Great Plains just can't get anything going. They have no rhythm whatsoever. They're really struggling. I don't know if they're hurt. I don't know if they're down some, but they just can't get anything to click.
It's not the team we're used to seeing in them. In years past, it's been somewhat of a battle where they've got the best of us at times.
It's still early, but they need to find some sort of offensive cohesion to really get moving.
We will also grab a quick break here. Thanks for watching along. We'll be right back. We're back at the Hugh. Homecoming game, 19-0 Braves up.
Homecoming.
First and 10. Richter and Berger split to the near side. Hawkinson at the side of Jace from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Hand off Hawkinson. Takes it up the middle. Late flag.
Hawkinson up the middle.
A brave hold.
By Cameron. Flagging the play.
I don't want to spend too much time on the officials, but Scott Cheesy Deitch really does do a nice job. Mechanics are perfect. Keeps the game flowing. Very good official.
Here's a snap. Hand off to Bryce. Finds his way through a couple defenders. Gets some positive yards. 3-yard gain. 4 maybe.
Shot by Johnson and Brummer. Gain of a few on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 15 on the board. 7:35 left to go in our half. 19-0 lead for your Braves. Souther in at fullback. Here's the snap. Hand off Hawkinson.
Once again, the give to Hawkinson.
Chipping away. A couple more yards.
Made by Martins and Johnson.
3rd and 12.
That'll bring up 3rd and 13 for the Braves.
Hand off to Souther. He'll take it up the middle. It's past the original line of scrimmage by a few yards.
The give to number 9, Bennett Souther. Stopped by Cameron and Johnson. About a 5-yard, 6-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th and 8 for the Braves.
Personally, I kind of like this offensive call, these play calls here. Just work on what we do well. Run it up the middle. 4th and a few, we probably can throw the ball here a little bit.
Fakes the handoff to Hawk. Jace rolls left, looking over the top to the end zone. Zelke had to readjust for that, and incomplete.
The pass from Ryan intended for Zelke. Incomplete. The Braves turn the ball over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10, Panthers.
Jace is making some nice reads. Probably needs to do it just a touch quicker.
So a turnover on downs.
All right, here's really where the defensive line can really change the game and can completely control it. Great Plains has got a little bit of positive activity on their end, and let's just shut them down.
6:05 left to go in the half. Panthers from the shotgun. Snap. Hand off to the running back up the middle. Does not make it through.
I noticed when it was 7:01, you never said 7:01 left.
On the carry is
Did not.
Just do the 6:05. Is that how we roll?
stopped by Souther and Chapin. 2nd down.
I noticed you brought your NDSU water mug up here.
That's right. Who South Dakota State got this weekend?
Mercyhurst?
Oh,
Mercyhurst?
where are they from?
No clue. Wherever they're from, they're about to go home with a loss. Here's a snap. Quarterback screen to the receiver. Swallowed up right away. Souther in on the tackle, and Fosnes helps finish him off.
The Bison have the Coyotes of South Dakota. this
Oh,
week,
heck yeah. That'll be a nice matchup.
right?
Coyotes, I feel like, are a little down this year.
But USD always creates problems for the for the Bison.
Loss on the play. It's going to bring up third down. Timeout, Panthers.
Timeout GPL. That gives us a chance to get into our Venture high-speed huddle, brought to you by Venture Communications, your fiber internet provider. Panthers calling a timeout with 4:59 left in our half. Braves up 19-0. What do you suppose the GPL coach is telling his players?
Score points. I think it really, they've got to play a lot better offensively. They've got to stop this very athletic defensive line and score some points. It's really that simple. And they got to keep their heads up. This is a good Britton Hecla team. I'm seeing a lot of bad body language by Great Plains Lutheran. I don't like to see that in these kids. They've worked so hard, and they really are. They're okay.
Yep. So that was not a GPL timeout. That was a ref timeout. It's injury timeout, but that Venture high-speed huddle brought to you by Venture Communications. All right, from the shotgun again, 2 split far side, 1 to the near side. Running back at the side of the quarterback in the shotgun. Here comes the ball. Quarterback drops back. Here comes the pressure. Hit! Pass delivered over the middle and caught. Man, that quarterback can get it out under pressure.
Yeah, that was a very impressive play by their quarterback. Nice job.
He is getting absolutely just nailed back there and still gets it out.
And it was well covered. I think Britton's defensive secondary did a great job. Sometimes it's always, well, it is always better to be lucky than good. But
That was a nice catch by the receiver. It was in traffic. So that's the biggest gain of the game for the Panthers so far. They'll go from the shotgun again, same formation. False start.
we got 5 flags on the field there. That's nice. All over it.
On top of it. Look at this soundboard light up.
It kind of feels like we're in a New York City nightclub.
Are you ready for this? Watch what happens when I press this button.
Does our audience
Oh, they hear that. Oh, yeah. They love it.
All right.
I hope.
I'm not going to press any buttons. I'll probably lose my job real quickly.
You make a dumb joke, I'm going to...
I lied. I pressed a button.
You make a dumb joke, I'm going to press this. All right, here's the snap. Quarterback looking over the middle. Wide open receiver. Bounces almost off of his knees or his feet there. Incomplete.
I think this is a nice job of coaching by Great Plains Lutheran there, trying to neutralize that defensive line with the 4-man front. There's going to be some open receivers over the middle if you can give the quarterback time. Nice job. Good play call. Just need to execute. He'll get it next time.
That incompletion brings up 2nd and 15. 3:15 left to go in the half.
Do you smell a skunk? Is there a skunk smell?
Sort of, yeah. I was trying to figure out what that was. We are right on the edge of town, I suppose.
Yeah.
Here comes the pressure again. Quarterback gets it off. Tackled right away at the original line. Nice tackle again by Mr. Tischer. Absolutely just leveled him.
Yeah, Mr. Tischer really can thump him.
Three receivers here for the Panthers. Snap, quarterback looking to get the ball out over the middle again. Picked off! Homecoming King! He's going to return it near side. Hits the sideline, tackled out of bounds. Jackson Zelke with an interception.
Great play by Jackson. Great play.
Kind of excited to go back and watch that replay and see how high up off the ground he got.
You know, speaking of that, I don't want to cross sports here, but Jackson is one of the few kids that can really do the jump ball. He does that incredibly well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nobody there for Jace. He has to turn and run himself. Gain some positive yards out of a broken play.
Broken play for Britt Neckla. Jace Ryan gets what he can. He's got about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Second down.
I think when they watch that film back, Jackson's going to tease Mr. Hawkinson. Why don't you give me a block, man? I would have had 6 there. Pick 6. Give me 1 block, and I would have sprung it.
Snap, handoff Hawkinson. Patient behind the line and gets through. Looks to be good from here for a Braves first down. Yeah, sticks move.
Initial hit by Cameron.
That's a little short. They got to get to that line.
Okay. 3rd and a short 1.
Push, push.
Line to gain. It'll be 3rd and very short.
Folkman in motion. He'll come in tight. Toss to Hawkinson. He'll take it left side. Oh! Initial hit, he gets through. Keeps trucking and gets the first down.
I do think the crew missed a face mask there.
Oh, yeah, his helmet came way back.
Where are you on the tush push, Austin?
I don't know. I don't mind it, but if it literally is unstoppable, what's to stop a team from that can do it well, going out there and running it every play and just getting it in the end zone and then hope your defense holds up. Here's a run from Souther, left side. Nice gain from him. But if it's unstoppable, you could literally run it every play, run the clock down, and run it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone. Boring football.
You just don't like it because Kirk Cousins isn't good at it.
I'm past him. All right, timeout on the field with 41 seconds left to go. This is a Braves timeout. It is 2nd and goal. They're at the 6. So I need 6 yards here to put it in and get a score before half. Once again, perfect time to run the play that I told Coach Skogstad about. I need to see it.
They were hollering at somebody there for specific personnel, so it could be coming. And they are playing Living on a Prayer. I think the stars are aligning for you, Austin.
Nope, it's not happening. Hawkinson split out receiver. Zelke in at tailback and Pearson at fullback. Oh, my goodness. Who is going to stop that train? Oh, there it is. Wide open suit there. Touchdown, Braves. A variation of the play.
I told you.
Wide open in the end zone. 25-0. Britton Heckler with 37 seconds left in the half.
Well executed. Nice play.
I didn't even see that one coming. Zelke at quarterback throws to the end zone. Incomplete.
Is that Chaz?
Yes. Checkerboard Chaz. He's got a nice checkerboard haircut.
I really think he never wants to hear that checkerboard Chaz again. So we'll just keep it that way.
His mom laughed when I said it. That's got to be good for something.
Kind of wish they'd stop doing those haircuts.
Came away with some nice mullets out of the deal.
Yeah, the mullet's kind of in. you have the confidence to wear a man bun, that's where it's at.
Yeah. No. Hard pass. You do got to be confident to sport that, though.
That's a nice play call, though, for Chaz. I really think, he needs to box out a lot more aggressive and do a lot more hand fighting and just seal that and just maybe not put as much air under the ball and just zip it to him.
Lofton's kick up and away. Caught at about the 15. Here comes a return. He'll cut it back left side. Flag comes in.
The kick by Lofton Her, fielded by number 3, Caleb Kanaz. Tackle made by number 23, Nathaniel Schuler.
Nate Schuler on the tackle.
Illegal block on the Panthers.
I want to give a quick shout out to Cole Bodine, number 22. His senior year definitely didn't work out the way he wanted to with injuries and just can't stay away from it. But good to see him down on the sideline supporting his team. Goes to every practice. Does a nice job.
Great kid.
Great kid.
I miss seeing him on the field because he's another one of those kids that just got after it and followed the game plan, and it worked for him. He was in the right place at the right time when he needed to be, and just a solid player out on the field and solid teammate.
He's great at running the chisel plow, too.
GPL drops back, looking to pass over the middle. And a late flag comes in.
That one's just kind of all over the place. Kind of a tough play.
The pass from Kanaz. Intended for Jenstad, incomplete.
No malice there. Hawk just went up for the interception. Receiver got under him, and at that point, the ball sort of was there and made contact, so he kind of went for the tackle instead.
Pass interference penalty against Britt Nickla.
That's the player that came out earlier for the injury timeouts. He's walking off pretty slow.
I'm not sure I agree with that because the receiver never did turn around and play the ball, but Patrick did make the right call. Tough call.
First and 10 Panthers at their own 32-yard line.
22 seconds here. The Braves just need to not make any big mistakes. Let's go into the locker room at halftime and have a 25-0 lead. I like that pace.
Here comes the snap. Screen pass picked off by Graham Fosness. Pick six, second in a row. Where is that flag coming from? Hopefully that's not on the Braves.
Well, we got a lot of game left, but I may as well cast my ballot. That was an amazing play by Graham Fosness. Hats off, Graham. That's one he's going to remember for the rest of his life, regardless of what this penalty is. Touchdown.
Touchdown is good. Penalty against the Panthers. Declined.
I think it was an unsportsmanlike of some sort. There were probably some pleasantries exchanged. Nice job by the officials to keep everything clean and moving.
Interception is good for a Braves touchdown. Unsportsmanlike penalty against Britt Nickla. That penalty is enforced on the extra point.
Again, we really don't need those penalties. Just play football.
Kick is up, and it's good. What was that, from the 25?
I'd
Or the 30?
it'd be 15 yards back from the. It was from the 18.
Okay.
So my public school math isn't doing real
That's
good for.
the ball was at the 18, but then he kicks it from what, 10 yards behind that,
Yeah, I think
plus the end zone. I don't know. I saw him line up pregame from the 35 and kick one over. So, man,
Let's just say 60, 65. Right?
great kick by Lofton to put that one through for the extra point. 32-0 Braves. 15 seconds to go.
Braves have played very, very well. Just have to clean up these penalties.
Another Lofton kick up and away. Caught it about the 10. Return on the way up the middle, and he'll dive for the 25.
The kick by Lofton Her, fielded by Kanaz. Tackle made by number 23, Nathaniel Schuler. It'll be first and 10 Panthers with 10 seconds remaining first half.
Panthers come up on this one under center. They'll take a knee and take it to the locker room to try to regroup. Britton Heckla heads to the locker room at halftime on homecoming with a 32-0 lead. We're going to grab a quick break, and when we come back, we'll break down the first half quick before the second half starts. Thanks for watching Rocktail YouTube. Welcome back to Hugh Schilling Field here in Britain, live on Rockdale YouTube. Homecoming game, your Britain Heckler Braves lead the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers 32-0. Thanks to Corn Crib Johnny here for providing me his phone so we can give you some halftime score updates from around 9AA. We got Hanson over Chester area, 49-0. They're already deep into the fourth. Gregory up 44-6 over Wolseley Wessington, is that what I just said? 44-6. Wall up 36-6 over Stanley County. I think it's Wall 9A school, I believe.
Yeah, I think they are single A.
Here's a close matchup at halftime. Burke up 8-6 over Trip Delmont Armor ACDC. Oh, here's a barn burner. Couple 0-4 teams. A little bit left in the second quarter. DeSmet up 22-14 over Florence Henry.
What's happening in DeSmet?
The Falcons are not flying high tonight, is what's happening. 40-14, Parkston up over Bonham. Parkston ranked 5th in the media poll, if that means anything. Viborg Hurley also getting votes in that poll. They're up 38-0 over Garrettson. Hamlin, end of the first half, 49-0 over Redfield. Wabae Summit and Wilmot duking it out. Starting the second quarter, 14-12, Wabae Summit is up. I was talking to Coach Knable earlier today, and he said Wabae Summit got a few transfer players from Sisseton. They had been playing a junior varsity schedule this year, and so the transfer rule didn't apply since they weren't playing high school, so they went ahead and decided to play with Wabae Summit. Got a couple athletes that way. Kadoka area up 6-0 over New Underwood. And no score listed for Bennett County Hill City. Hill City, another team in 9AA to keep an eye on this year. Elkton Lake Benton must have a bye this week. Let's see. Elkton Lake Benton, they are on a bye. They just played Great Plains Lutheran last week, and next week they have a home game against Garrettson. So that's your look at 9AA across the state. Britain Heckler Braves sitting pretty well here. You have any key takeaways, Corn Crib, from the first half, up 32-0?
No, I think Britain Heckler's done a great job playing football. A couple things, just got to clean up the penalties. You know, we are up 32-0, so at the end of the day, the penalties in this game might not matter that much, but they will going down the road, and you've got to be keep your head about you and to have a deep playoff run. You've got to not have these penalties. So that's my key takeaway. Keep doing what we're doing. Let's have less laundry on the field.
So happy I got to see another Graham Fosness pick 6. Second in a row for him, and that was that the second defensive turnover tonight, or have there been 3 already?
There's been 3.
All right, so they met.
Because he had two pickoffs and then a fumble recovery, I believe.
They met Coach Knable's challenge. Yeah, because Jackson had a pick, and then Graham's, and then
there's been 4. There's been a fumble then.
Okay.
Because Graham had two interceptions.
Just one, I think.
Just one. Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
So 3, yeah, and then that fumble in the middle of the field there. Maybe I should bring a notepad and start writing this stuff down.
I brought a pen with full intentions of writing things down, but yeah, it's not happening.
It's easy up here to get caught in the moment. It's a beautiful view. Now that it's dark out, the red lights off the event center are shining. The field lights are beautiful on this green grass. In fact, you can kind of see the shadow of the Dollar General sitting over there.
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful car right there. Fine piece of American engineering in those Park Avenues. That's all I can say.
You really have gotten me into marketplace shopping. Not that I've purchased any, but I love looking at these. That Tornado you sent, and then I found that Crown Vic. That was the year I was born, in '86, Crown Vic.
I mean, I really
Mint
think it'd be
condition.
stupid not to buy that. Yeah,
I feel like Joe Dirt sometimes.
I got a little bit of pushback from a few people on that great big two-door that I'd found there the other day. That only had like 7,500 miles or something ridiculous.
Yes, and the interior is great.
It was probably a scam, but
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't know for sure. I was told very distinctly that I couldn't call and ask for it, so. I do what I'm told.
When I was growing up, just got my license, I think, and for a little bit got to drive around Grand Marquis that my grandparents had. Old car. And one day, the power steering went out of it, and it died, and my dad had to pull me home. And that thing was a boat, and you had to have man strength to turn that thing. But that was an awesome car, too.
We really changed subjects from old clunker cars, but I don't know if there is a better nine-man field in the state, and frankly in the country, than this field right here. Ryan Knack does such a good job. Unbelievable.
There's been some differing opinions on what's better, turf or grass, but I used to think, oh, it'd be sweet to play on turf. But I really like this field and the grass. It's well kept.
Yep.
And soft to land on. And once I stood on a turf field in the sun, oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine playing on that. It's so hot. Like the rubber that's in there attracts so much heat. It's crazy.
But the maintenance on a turf field is a lot easier. The lines are always there. You can use it for anything. You know, everything has advantages and disadvantages, but when it comes down to it, the track, this facility here is just second to none. And it helps that the community comes out, like Bill Meyer. Great job on the PA system. Does his homework, gets it all right. We talked about Mr. Bisker earlier. This is a great football town. Really.
And shout out to Mr. Mack, who is absent tonight. Couldn't make it to the game, but does a great job every week, and they're managing as best they can down below to take over scoreboard for the night. Here's a kick. Caught at the 30 by Jay Tischer. Return up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 35. So we're off and rolling here in the second half. 32-0 Braves lead as they come out to try to drive down the field.
36-yard line, first and 10 Braves. Stop made by Cameron.
Three wide receivers here, 4 for the Braves. Hand off Hawkinson. Slowed up in the backfield, but finds a way to cut it back near side. He's got a lead blocker, cuts it to the sideline. Hawkinson, big time run, one man to beat, gets past. Touchdown, Braves!
This one's going to come back.
Ben Souther says it's on the Panthers. We'll stand around and wait to see what it is.
I really do think this one's going to probably come back. We'll see.
Flag sitting at about the 43. 44. Holding against the Braves.
Holding is a call against Britton Heckla.
Oh, man.
Again, lots of different ways to look at this. Learn from these mistakes. Get better every day. Good enough never is, Austin.
I sent Bryce's dad, Coach Hawkinson, a screenshot of a still from the Leola Frederick game where Bryce ran a big touchdown holding up his hands because I heard him down there saying, no flags? Because the one before he busted open got called back, which has happened to him several times this year. 4 receivers again for the Braves. Handoff Hawkinson. He's not out of breath yet. Hits the sideline, drug down. Where's the... He was drugged down by the shoulder pads there.
I don't know. I'll disagree with you there. He had the jersey. The horse collar is the shoulder pads.
I don't think so. We will disagree on that. He had his hand in there, I felt like. Big time run by Bryce again anyway. First down, Braves. 11:15 left to go.
The offensive line for Britton just keeps playing very well.
Keeper Jace finds a lane. Cuts it back in. First down. And it's thrown around at about the 15. Need to start looking around for flags before I throw out a touchdown Braves next time.
Well, it was a touchdown until it wasn't. I really think the Braves are in better physical condition than they've been. I'm pleased with that. Like their body language is a lot better than Great Plains, and they're really moving off the ball well. This is the time of the season that conditioning really does pay off. And we are coming off a bye week too, which helps.
Fosness, Hoffland, and Elijah Fox along the front line here for the Braves. Jace drops back, pass him deep over the middle. Berger, touchdown Braves! Berger broke loose and had to turn on the jets at the end to catch up to that pass and gets the job done. Adds another 6.
That's exactly the toss and catch that a guy wants out of your 9-man football quarterback. Made the read quick, saw it was there, hit the open receiver. Nice execution, Braves.
Kick is up and perfect. With 10:02 left in the third, Braves lead 39-0. We'll be right back on Rocktail YouTube. All right, we're back here in the third quarter. 10:02 on the clock. 39-0 lead for the Braves after that Jace Ryan and Mitch Berger touchdown pass.
I don't want to sound too much like a broken record, but it's special teams by the Braves are very nice too, with having a kicking game. Lofton's doing a great job. Jackson's doing a great job holding the ball. They put a lot of work into that, and that it's really going to pay off.
Lofton's kick up and away. Caught at about the 11. Return to the far side. Return to about the 25.
The kick by Lofton, fielded by
Since you're giving community shout-outs tonight, I want to give another one to Mr. Doug Card, longtime newspaper photographer, editor. Doesn't really miss a game. Down on the sidelines taking pictures tonight.
Yeah, Doug does a great job. Great job.
Appreciate all the work he puts into the community.
Just one quick Doug Card story. When I was AD, I was on the sideline with him, and then he had one of our players. The ball, he had a perfect shot of it going right through his hands. The player flat out missed it, and Doug taps me on the shoulder and shows me the pick. And I don't think we're going to put that one in the paper, John. Class act, Doug.
Running back tries the middle. Nothing there.
Pitch out to number 23, Lucas Johnson.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 9 minutes left to go in the third.
Zulte and Foxness. No gain on the play, second down.
Richter and Ryan, your cornerbacks. Souther out there on a receiver as well. Zelke in the middle. Defensive line shift here. Screen pass. Oh, Graham tried to get a hand out there again. Tackled by Souther.
On the carry, Lucas Johnson. Gain of about a yard on the play. Stopped by Suter.
Graham is really showing a lot of nice stuff today. Like, the next level is going to be looking at footwork and drive and just his motor. He's really doing a nice job of like I say, he's having a career night. He's doing a lot of things well, and his aggression is through the roof. Is that a Mazda?
Deep pass on the way. In and out of the hands of the receiver. Flag comes in from the backfield.
Pass from Knas, intended for Johnson, incomplete. There's 2 flags on the play.
It's probably going to be offsetting penalties here.
What'd that last one come in for?
I think they felt that it was a little too big of a hit.
Do you agree?
I don't know. 100% honest with you, Austin. The rules on receivers have changed since I've officiated. I don't know where we are, and they're different at every level.
Illegal shift on the offense, personal foul on the defense.
Panthers. Roughing penalty against the Braves. Offsetting penalties. Replay, third down.
You know, and there's a lot of judgment with defenseless and, you know, certain words like that. I honestly don't know where the high school rule is right now.
Coach Knable getting his defense refocused here. 6:20 and counting. Snap. Quarterback rolls. Fossness on the chase down. It'll be chased out of bounds by Heitkamp before he reaches the first down marker. Brings up 4th and about 1. Oh, sorry. I was way off. 4th and 6.
This is a tough play call for Great Plains. Like, what do you do here, Austin? We got 4th and 7. And you're down 39 to nothing. What do you do?
They're going to go for it. But not before a timeout.
Timeout, Panthers.
I know you're down by a lot, but if you don't make it, how bad do you want to lose? Like, you got to kind of punt it away and try to stop them further back, I guess. I don't know.
And you don't punch your way to prosperity, that's for sure. But
It's not like the Panthers' defense is horrible. I mean, they've made some good stops. It's just, I think the Braves' offense has been just rolling that well. Chapin, Pearson, Fosness, Folkman across the front line for the Braves. Panther quarterback from the shotgun. Here's a snap. Pressure. Gets the pass off. Picked off by Hawkinson. Hawkinson wants a flag of his own.
that's turnover 4.
Yeah. Another Heat timeout. 5:02 left to go in the third. 39-0 lead for the Braves. We're going to grab a quick break, and we'll be right back. Back after that Heat timeout. 5:02 left to go in the third. First and 10 for the Braves. Jace from the shotgun. 2 receivers split. Here's a snap. Handoff Hawkinson. Met right away in the backfield.
The give is to Hawkinson. Shot immediately.
502. You know what area code that is, Austin? I believe it's Northern Kentucky. Just getting all warmed up for the Handsome Earls trivia season. So
You know too many random facts. I'm glad to be on your trivia team, though.
who wouldn't be glad to be on the Handsome
Tri-State
Earls?
champs. Reigning Rutland trivia champs. 4:25 left to go here in the third. Snap. Jace drops back looking to pass. Catch made by Souther. Flag comes in. Tackled near the 27.
Passer Ryan completed the Souther.
This has been the most penalized game I've seen yet this year.
Flag on the play.
Lineman
Yep.
downfield.
Eligible receiver downfield. That's the first time I've seen that also this year.
Legal man downfield against Sprint Macklot.
Again, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, just get it on film. Let's work on a few things, get everybody aware of it. Much rather have penalties like that during this type of game than a real nail biter.
Handoff goes to Heitkamp. He'll take it far side. Gets past the original line of scrimmage. Plus another 6.
The give is to number 21, Bryce.
It's a big run for Bryce.
Nice run for Bryce there. Britton Heckler really does have a pretty deep team here.
They do. Berger, Zelke, Hawkinson, Souther, all out for the Braves right now. Richter out. Tischer, Folkman split near side. Here's the snap. And off again to Heitkamp. He'll cut it back in. Keeps his feet moving.
It's going to be really close to a first down.
Looks to be maybe a half a yard shy. Bring up fourth and a short one.
Tush push.
90% of the time, it works every time. Berger, Richter, the receivers. Hawkinson in the backfield. Here's the snap, hand off to Hawk. He'll take it left side, keeps his feet moving, slips a tackle, drags a defender with him. First down, Braves.
Great run by Hawkinson there, but again, offensive line made that happen. They blew that up. Nice work.
Tackle made by Canas. First and 10, Britton Heckler at the Panther 18-yard line.
Zelke, Fox, Hoffland, Fossness, and Souther across the front line here. Heitkamp at the side of Jace. Snap. And off Heitkamp. He'll cut it back to the middle. And about a 9, 10, it's close to a first down. 9-yard gain. Second and 1. Under a minute to go in our third. 39-0 lead for the Braves. And off Heitkamp again. Nice little cutback. Reaches for the end zone. First down, but just shy of the goal line.
Tackled once again by Caleb Canas. It'll be first and goal, Britton Heckler at their Panther.
The Braves are going to let that run out the quarter. 39-0 lead for your Braves. We'll be right back on Rocktail YouTube. All right, back here for fourth quarter action.
Tush push.
First and goal from the 1. Snap, handoff Heitkamp, cuts it left side, touchdown Braves! Bryce Heitkamp on a 1-yard touchdown run.
Nice read and little cut there by Bryce.
45-0. And Lofton will come in to kick the extra point.
See if Jackson can keep doing a good job. he does. Nice job, boys.
Another kick down the middle for Lofton Her. 46-0, 11:54 left.
Ace Ventura, pet detective out there.
You do have to have a kid with a big brain, I think, to be a holder.
It is not an easy job. You have to practice a lot with it, too. Who is our long snapper? I don't even know that.
I wasn't paying attention. Is it Riley?
I'm not sure. We're giving all these other guys the credit, and he starts with the long snapper. Don't mean to not pay attention to him, but the extra points, they come in very, very critical down the line.
Oh, yeah.
Ask Coach Renner about that back in the championship days. There was one game that went back and forth about 15 times, it felt like.
And who's to say a back and forth game where you're tied late in the game, you get down that far in a fourth down, and you need a kicker to put one through for you. You get yourself 3 points. Could come in handy at some point.
Or there's 2 seconds left and the ball's at the 5, and it's a tie game.
Lofton lined up to kick it away. Caught at the 25. Tackled by Zelke.
The kick by Lofton Her, fielded by Caleb Kanaz. Tackle made by Jackson Zulke. It'll be first and 10 Panthers at their own 20.
Running clock here in the second half. 11:30 and counting now. 46-0 Braves.
Really impressed with how Britton Heckler's come out here and played very well executed football. Like I said earlier, it's way too early to talk power points and so forth, but Britton has played a really nice game.
From the shotgun, here's the snap, handoff. Running back swallowed up behind the line. Peyton Pearson in on the tackle. Liam Paxton runs in.
The give to number 2, Justin Tucker. Tackle made by Peyton Pearson. Second down.
Chaz Vietor runs on. Graham Fosness runs off. Get to see some of the young bucks out here. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolls. Pass to the right side. Incomplete.
That's intended for number 80, Tyler
Folkman and Fox in there with some pressure.
Third down.
Liam Paxton is a kid I'm really excited to see grow. Freshman out there. And already has somewhat become kind of a leader. And you can kind of see his voice out there on the field. And very aggressive kid too. And he's going to be another one that kind of follows in Graham's footsteps with how aggressive he is.
That's what high school sports do a great job. They teach kids how to be leaders.
Quarterback throws across his body. Caught made. Tackle made by Zelke.
Great Plains can do a little bit of that pitch and catch sort of thing, but
Complete the long pass.
Got cramping here.
First down. Pass completed to number 16, Logan Bergen. Tackled by Zulke. First and 10 Panthers at the Braves 45-yard line.
Really turned out to be a nice night. This is about my kind of weather. Not too hot, not too cold.
It was hot today, though, I tell you.
Oh, yeah, it was. Canyon Brassfield runs on. He'll be on the line. From under center, the Panthers go bobbled. Gets it off to the running back. And he'll be stopped after about a 1-yard gain.
The give is to Caleb Canas up the middle. Tackle made by Liam Paxton. Second down.
Drew Heitman out there. Cody Chapin runs on. Your front line is Chapin, Paxton, Brassfield, and Viator. Schuler, Heitman, Heitkamp, Berger out there as well. And Folkman. Deep pass here. Oh, incomplete. Flag down here and flag in the backfield.
The pass by Carly.
I really thought he was getting hit as he was throwing there. I didn't
Is
think that was late by
There's
any
a flag
means.
on the play. Couple flags.
Hold, okay.
Holding against Great Plains.
I didn't see what happened down here.
Offset and penalty.
Is that interference?
Yeah, it was
down
pass
there.
interference there.
Second down.
And that was the right call. If I wouldn't have called it. We got a running clock, and let's just go. But that was the right call by the book. Glad it's offsetting penalties. Let's line up and do it again.
2nd and 9 here for the Panthers. Under 7 minutes to go in the game.
It's going to be key for the number 2s here to get a stop. I really want them to get a stop and get some confidence going.
There's a snap. Chapin in the backfield. Pressure. Quarterback steps through it.
There we go.
Heitman in on the tackle and gets some help from his teammates.
Love to see the swarming and the teammates patting each other's back. That's good to see.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 9. 6 minutes left to go.
Third down.
Body language in high school sports is such a big deal, and it's really important to see the number 2s really be excited and help each other out.
Oh, for sure. Especially when you got a group of 10 seniors that are going to leave next year. Good to see these guys doing well. Here's a snap.
There we go.
Chaz Viator on the chase down and sack. Of course, I didn't have it on my camera because I didn't move it. I was too into the game.
Tackle for loss by Chaz Viator.
Checkerboard Chaz.
Fourth down.
I really like Bill Myers.
That was
rendition
good.
There. I really like it.
Bill does a great job.
You can tell Coach Benson's worked with these number 2s a lot, too. He's really getting into this game.
Looking to pass again, going deep this time.
There we go.
Picked off by Schuler.
That's a helmet sticker.
Is intercepted.
There's your 2's defensive stop, Johnny.
Nathaniel Schuler. It'll be 1st and 10, Burton Heckla at their own 31-yard line.
Nice job. Really impressed with that. They all came in. They knew what they had to do.
Timeout.
Didn't do anything silly. Played good football. That's exactly what you want. Now let's get a score and let's go home.
Another heat timeout here. The Braves lead 46-0 with 4:36 left to go in the game. I forgot I have to give out the Health First Chiropractic Hustle Play of the game. I don't know if you have a nominee, but I already think I know who I'm going to give it to.
Are we on?
We are.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going to.
As far as hustle goes, is hustle the same as the player of the game, or what?
No, that's different.
We got different. Okay. I really like Riley Hoffland, my soccer buddy. He's been getting after it the whole game.
All right.
And he may or may not be the log snapper. We're not sure. Who you got?
Do you have a specific play in mind?
I don't have a specific play.
Just that he hustled this game. Which might be all right to give the line some love, too. I was just going to give it to Chaz on that sack. Couple of nominees, anyway. We'll discuss here when the game's finished.
Yeah. All I can say is you're the head honcho, boss, man.
It's a lot of pressure every week, every game.
And you know me, I got to give Veblen some love.
Oh, yeah.
Got to give Veblen some love.
yeah.
The old V-Town.
He's going to school for engineering, I think. Some sort of engineering.
I'm not sure. Great kid.
Snap, handoff. That is Tanner Atkinson, back from an injury this week. Good to see him getting some touches.
And Chaz, I think, might deserve it just because of the marching band today.
Right?
He may or may not have had to have an extra pair of pants underneath his black pants because he's so tall. We're not sure.
And off again to Atkinson. He's met in the backfield.
So nice to see the band get up and down and march.
Yeah, in full uniform. They look good. Sounded good. Like, when I hear them in the arena, they sound better than they have in a couple years, I feel like. They fill the arena nicely. High snap. Folkman pulls it down, gets it off, takes a Braves bounce. And it'll be down at about the 30.
And, of course, neither you or I paid attention to who the long snapper was.
I didn't. But I think it is different now than what it normally is.
I got a new Brave sweatshirt. Love it.
It looks nice.
Perfect. Figured I better not wear green like I did yesterday. And
I saw. Yeah, I had to give you a hard time about that.
found
But
a clean shirt.
it was
The
easy to find
volleyball
you
game.
in the crowd.
Yeah. Just pick on the colorblind guy.
You walked up here, and I was kind of jealous of that new sweatshirt. It is black, by the way. From under center, the Panthers go. Hand off to the fullback. Stopped right away. Looks like Brassfield in there, as well as a couple others.
The carry is to Tucker. Stopped by Heitman and Fox. Second down.
A lot of very good things the Braves can take away from tonight's game.
Pressure in the backfield. Quarterback gets the pass off. Receiver slips a few tackles and is tackled out of bounds by Lofton Herr. 50 seconds left in our game. Braves trying to keep a shutout here. Panthers sure taking their time, though.
For those 3 fans that care, the Twins lost.
Nobody cares. How many more games do they have?
Thank goodness it's only 2 more.
Okay. Maybe next year?
No.
Okay. Oh, miscommunication there.
There
Quarterback
we go.
swallowed up in the backfield.
That should do it.
And the Panthers will walk off. Defeated. Braves come out victorious on homecoming, 46-0. Welcome to our Grade 8 Transportation postgame wrap-up brought to you by Mac Folkman and Grade 8 Transportation. Homecoming week here ends in a victory, 46-0 from the Braves. You've been wanting to push that again all night, haven't you?
It makes me feel so good.
So Braves must have been listening in on the live stream to Corn Crib's keys to the game, because they certainly controlled the offensive line and didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, and we all know Corn Crib's not a great football mind, that is for sure. So, no, but it really was a good game. Coming off the bye week, a lot of distractions with homecoming. I think the Braves played incredibly well, Austin. A lot of things to work on yet. Way too many penalties and way too many one-sided penalties. I think the Braves had a lot more penalties than Great Plains did, but at the end of the day, a win is a win, and 46-0.
Yes. And as you see the schedule here, that moves the Braves to 4-1 as they hit the road next week to Wabash Summit, which I'll have that live stream here on Rocktail YouTube for you all, as long as they have decent service down there anyway. I don't recall. I think they have all right service, so should be able to bring that to you. But once again, Braves victorious here tonight, 46-0. They moved to 4-1 on the season. Your Health First Chiropractic hustle play of the game. I am going to go ahead and give that to Mr. Chaz Vietor on his sack in the backfield. That came in the fourth quarter here. A nice hustle there by him and by the whole second string squad there to secure the shutout tonight.
Yeah, great job, Chaz.
That brought to you by Dr. Aaron Michael at Health First Chiropractic. Your North Star Federal Credit Union player of the game tonight is going to go to Graham Fosness. Sack or two, I don't recall. And then his pick six, his second in a row, as he had one in Henry last week. And this one, a little harder to come by, as he had to jump up and bobble that a little bit, but secured the ball and ran it in for a score. And just his pressure all night on the quarterback, and then also helped dominate across the offensive line. So your player of the game tonight, Graham Fosness.
I echo a lot of that. Graham had a great game. He's a very good athlete. There's a lot of upside there. He kept his head in the game, and he kept his motor moving, and really made a very athletic interception. That's one that he'll remember for a long, long time.
So congratulations to the Braves as they sing the school song, Down on the Hue. They win 46-0 against the Panthers here tonight, and they'll hit the road next week to Wabash Summit. Good luck to the volleyball squad as they hit the road tomorrow for a tournament at Great Plains Lutheran in Watertown to wrap up homecoming week. And then back to reality next week and refocus on the last 3 games of the season for the football team here. But thank you very much for being up here and enjoying the game with me.
Thank you, Austin. It was fun. Let's go combine some beans.
Yes, sir. Thanks, everybody, for watching along tonight. Thank you to all of our live stream sponsors. Check out our Rocktail Facebook page to see where and when we'll be next. Britton Heckler Booster Club page, as well as a good resource.